Hello, welcome to Trending Today, your tour guide to trends and trendsetters around the globe. I'm Liz Galloway.
I'm Russell Snipes, and we're your hosts.
From food to fashion,
safety and security,
to real estate tycoons, it's all coming up next on this episode of Trending Today.
Join us as we highlight innovators and innovation with exclusive insights and behind-the-scenes access.
Trending Today is your front row seat to the globe's most influential businesses shaping tomorrow's world today. And speaking of business, who says you can't mix business with pleasure? Life's all about balance, right, Russell?
I'm with you on that one, Liz. In fact, business and pleasure perfectly describe our first innovator.
Here we go!
Next up on Trending Today, embark on a journey to the tropics and beyond, where relaxation, luxury, and style are not just words, but a way of life. Immerse yourself in paradise with Tommy Bahama, your gateway to the ultimate island lifestyle. From pristine beaches to lush landscapes, delve into the undeniable art of living well with a unique blend of laid-back sophistication that's synonymous with Tommy Bahama. Pack your bags, unwind, and embrace the spirit of island living.
Here we go!
Tommy Bahama is a relaxed island lifestyle brand.
There is so much to love about this brand, and that's what brought me across the country. I joined 8 years ago and was really excited about the artistry, the heritage, and all the beautiful quality and craftsmanship that this brand had to offer.
The Tommy Bahama brand, at its core, still looks at this travel and leisure sportswear as so important to us, but we've become so much more. Where we originally started as a men's wholesale brand, we are now a direct-to-consumer brand. When I started in 2001, we were 90% wholesale and 10% direct-to-consumer. We're now over 80% direct-to-consumer with 20% wholesale. And we're in men's sportswear, women's sportswear, restaurants, licensing, and we've just expanded into all these categories and all these different parts of people's lives.
I'm Tom Chubb, and I'm the chairman and CEO of Oxford Industries. So our business is very much that we're a portfolio company. Tommy Bahama really set in motion that entire transformation of our company from being a private label manufacturer that really just dealt with big retailers and sold on a wholesale basis to them, to being a direct-to-consumer-led branded company that has a direct and emotional relationship with the end consumer.
Oxford to be there along the way and having the trust in the brand and the trust in management, that has made all the difference.
3, 2, 1.
My name is Bradley O'Brien, and I'm the Executive Vice President of Design and Development at Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahama was a completely different company. We were very siloed, and it was really important for me that we bring the design teams together and start to get them communicating and collaborating. We brought all of the design teams to Seattle. We had teams in New York and in Pasadena, and it felt really important to have everybody under one roof and really talking to each other and collaborating. When I first started looking at the products and the images we were creating, it felt very much to me like it wasn't the same DNA, and it was really important for me to look at these images and see that these couples actually looked like they were meant to be together and that they really liked each other. And so that's a really important piece of bringing men's and women's together, is for people to start talking and really designing the brand together.
Tommy Bahama is all about the island life. And you cannot enjoy the island life without caring about clean water, clean beaches, and fresh air. And we want to continue to do our part to ensure that the island lifestyle can be enjoyed by future generations. We've always made high quality product at Tommy Bahama, and also in creating sustainable product, it has to be built to last.
The Tommy Bahama guest has evolved, and there was a joke back then that our swim never saw the water, because our guests basically was laying on the lounge chair. That has changed. Our guest is active for both her and him. So our guest has gotten younger. We're now 30 and up. And what I'm seeing for both her and him is that we're actually addressing more parts of her life.
Our men's product was really strong when I started. We built a foundation of 30 years of experience and a really strong men's team. What we needed to do was to look at our women's business. And so for me, that was the biggest challenge. We defined who our female muse was. She's strong and she's confident and she's alluring and she's effortless. We don't want to add too much to the product. We want her to feel like she can just throw it on and go and feel perfectly chic.
Every aspect, whether it's my food and beverage, apparel, stores, e-commerce, I'm in a growth trend right now. And it's being really built through the innovation of products and also reaching these new guests.
We have so much more runway ahead of us, and I think about what it means to be a global lifestyle brand. I want to be the brand that our guest looks to every time, for every special occasion, for any wearing occasion, for any vacation that they go on. And I think we have a lot more to come. I think we're 30 years young.
Here we go!
Next up on Trending Today, ready to experience the thrill of live entertainment like never before? From electrifying concerts to heart-stopping sports events and mesmerizing theater performances, Vivid Seats offers you an exclusive ticket to unforgettable experiences. Sit with us front and center as we dive into the world of live entertainment where every moment is vivid and every seat is the best seat in the house.
Here we go!
I am Stan Chia, the CEO of Vivid Seats. At our core, Vivid Seats is a multi-sided marketplace technology platform that has best-in-class products on both sides of the marketplace. When you look at the ability and the track record that we've had of innovating and driving value-added, differentiated product, I think what we've built stands on its own.
Vivid Seats has ticketing's only loyalty program, and fans can earn rewards on every purchase that go towards ticket credits so they can get to more events they love even more often. So the core mechanism of this program is a buy 10, get the 11th ticket free promise, where fans accrue credits and their 11th ticket can be essentially free. We're diving into how they're using that ticket, how they're reveling in rewards, whether that's 11 famous TikTokers, or whether that's a celebrity like Larry Fitzgerald who wore number 11. We're really aiming to kind of explore how fans revel in their rewards.
Our steadfast focus on the fans and the customers and the sellers instead of the competition, that's really what's driven us to continue to innovate and I think out-innovate those in the space.
Vivid Seats is innovating from a place of strength today. We are thinking about our customer experience. We're embedding key foundational elements into it, including our loyalty program. It's really the bedrock of how we are differentiating ourselves and making both an experiential and economic benefit for our customers. We've seen success in investing in core capabilities for our marketplace, for sellers and for buyers, whether it's that search experience that's going to bring the next best experience to the forefront for that customer, the next live event that they are dying to see, or for our sellers who are working to bring the best inventory to our platform in a really easy to use way, removing all the frictions. Really, what are the products that we can provide to our sellers so that they can bring the best inventory to our consumers?
We're here for the fans because all of us here are fans. A lot of passionate fans in this building, whether it's Swifties who are kind of donning their best friendship bracelets and sparkles to head out to the concert, or in my case, my family's trying to get to all 30 ballparks. We've been to 20 so far. All of us here are fans. We know what it takes to be a fan. We know the lengths that people will go to for their fanhood, and we want to make sure that we're there facilitating amazing experiences.
We've got an amazing mission where we want to get everybody to every live event that they'd like to get to. And I think the ability to be tireless as we work towards that goal is something that has differentiated us. And when you look at the people we have that really are really motivated to get people there, I think ultimately that is the secret sauce at Vivid Seats.
We're really proud
of the community that we have built here at Vivid Seats. We are committed to ensuring that we create an environment that is inclusive and that celebrates diversity. We also have ERGs who keep us on our toes. We call them our Vivid Seats communities, and we work with them very closely to make sure that we are continuing to create people, events, and activities that not only educate but celebrate all of the different cultures and identities that we have here.
We're very excited to operate within the live events industry because we are enjoying a dynamic where we have both growth in supply and demand. On the supply side, you have artists with concerts and theatrical performances where they generate the vast majority of their income from live performances. And on the consumer side, on the demand side, you're seeing consumers prefer and prioritize experiences over goods, and so they want to spend more time at live events, and it's the perfect intersection of supply and demand, and that has driven strong historical growth and we think sets us up for a long time to come.
When you look at our time as a public company, we've reported 7 quarters. Every quarter has been a record quarter. When you look at our projections from when we were going public, we've since added over $1 billion in GOV to the top line while continuing to add profitability and cash flow. So when you look at our organic ability to continue driving growth and differentiation, I think we are differentiated on the products that we build for our constituents. We are also differentiated from our peer set in the marketplace platforms that we can deliver both growth and profitability at the same time.
Next up on Trending Today, we dive into the latest buzzworthy innovations and get up close with the pioneers shaping our future.
Immerse yourself in the vibrant world of creativity as we journey through the endless possibilities of visual storytelling at Ink Factory.
Ink Factory is a visual communications firm that specializes in visual note-taking. People can understand a complex scenario when it's drawn a lot easier than just typed out words. And what we do is we take complex information and we draw that in words and pictures to make it more accessible, easier to understand, and to clarify information for people. And we can do that live, or we can do that in the form of videos, illustrations, and then we also teach what we do.
Ink Factory is at the forefront of innovative visual communication. From captivating illustrations to mesmerizing animations, every stroke of the pen and splash of color tells a unique story.
Everybody has a story to tell, even if that's hyper-technical with insights from a drug manufacturer's research council or a keynote speaker telling a story about how their life got to be. Everybody has a story and it's just told in a different way. And I think being creative-minded, open listener, and being able to synthesize those, you can take something that's very technical and assign a visual to it to create that story, to create that connection between the content and the audience. That audience can be one person, that audience can be 10,000 people.
When you pair visuals with text, people remember more things, so it aids in understanding, it helps to focus information or clarify it, and it also just makes it more accessible. So by using the visual language that Ink Factory's developed, we could really help people understand things quickly.
Get inspired, entertained, and moved by the power of ink and imaginations at Ink Factory.
Here we go!
Next up on Trending Today, in the heart of Chicago is a brand that's touched many generations since 1885. Watch the pioneers of popcorn shape the snack industry by refining the art of popping, from classic popcorn machines to cutting-edge popcorn technologies, from gourmet flavors to irresistible treats. Indulge in a world of delight with Creators, where tradition meets innovation.
Here we go!
Creators & Company was started by my great-great-grandfather back in 1885 when he invented the first popcorn machine. Since then, the business has been passed down through the generations, and we're now, with my brother and sister and I, on our 5th generation. We invented the popcorn machine, and but that we've continued to move on from there into other things. The next thing would be that we're on our 5th generation. There's not a lot of businesses that have kept the business in the family for that long, and it's an important part of not only my family, but a lot of the families for the people who work here. And then the last thing is the innovation. You know, even though we are an old company with a long history, you know, we're not stuck in our old ways. We continue to try and find new solutions to current day problems, and we continue to do that.
You know when you're buying a machine or any piece of equipment with Creeders, you're getting the best. There's no question that the amount of time and engineering and thought process that's gone in it is there. I think there's dependability. Creeders stands behind their equipment. Creeders stands behind getting it right. They stand behind making sure that you have a solution with them. And I think after that, it's partnership. Creeders is in the business not just for themselves, but for you, and they want the whole industry to grow.
So it was 1991. I was in my late 20s, and the headhunter called and said, "Oh my gosh, I have the perfect job for you. It's the travel industry. They're known as the Cadillac of the industry. It's all about quality." And I said, "Really? What's the product?" And she goes, "Popcorn machines." I'm like, "What? Like, how many can you sell?" Well, I'll tell you, 30 years later, it's a lot. So when you walk in the door, I think you feel it at Creeders. Most people come in and they get that real nostalgic kumbaya feeling. And then as they continue on through, they see that there's a lot of ingenuity that goes behind it. So we're all about the quality, the integrity, and the ingenuity. And it goes through the entire company.
Yeah, one of the things I learned quickly here was the history. Not just the history of the company, but the history of all the employees that have worked here over the years. And you still see a lot of familiar faces that have been here anywhere from 10 years to 20, 30, even 40 years. You know, again, I just started my 23rd year, so I embrace that, and I look forward to being part of the history as we continue to evolve here.
I mean, that's what draws people in. When I talk to them, I bring them here, talk to them about the union and their benefits and what it's about working for a family. They treat you like family. I think that's the most important part, because you're only as good as the employees that work for you. So treating them like family, they respect you for that. And since I was out in the shop for so many years, my first 22 years were in the shop, I knew what it was like to be one of the guys, but I also know now what it's like to be the plant manager and to earn their respect.
There is a fit for Creeders, you know, there is certain people who work well here, and turns out I fit in with the family, and here I am 11 years later, you know. So if you're easy to get along with and you enjoy coming to work and doing your job and going home and being happy with that, then you'll fit in fine here. It's a good place to work.
So we say what we mean and we do what we say, and that's kind of the bottom line. So we do our work with integrity, and quality is of the utmost importance, and innovation. The Creeders family will tell you it's their name on the machine. It has to work every time out of the box.
Each of us work in the business on a day-to-day basis, and I think it's easy to get when you step out and you see what a part of these amazing experiences are that people are having, you know, going out to carnivals and going to cinemas. And popcorn is a big part of that. And if it weren't for the people that were here that don't carry the Creeders name, you know, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be nearly what it is today.
Here we go!
Next up on Trending Today, from state-of-the-art body cameras to smart devices through tasers, Axon leads law enforcement and public safety solutions. Ride along with us as we delve into the forefront of innovation, where every breakthrough protects and empowers communities worldwide. Witness the future unfold with Axon, where technology shapes tomorrow.
Here we go!
Two of my high school football teammates were shot and killed on a Saturday night here in Scottsdale, Arizona. And the guy who killed them turned out was a businessman who had a gun for self-defense. And in a few moments, it ruined 3 lives. You know, my 2 friends are dead, and this other individual is now spending his life in prison. And I became very passionately interested in the problem of violence and self-defense. You know, a gun is a very severe tool. And in fact, for most day-to-day situations, it may not be the right tool. In this case, it was too much, and it ruined 3 lives. We set forth and said, you know, it's time that we bring technology forward. The bullet has been around for hundreds of years. We think we can find a new way for people to protect themselves.
Our goal is to provide TASER in a portion of that spectrum to give the officer another option. Where we know that it's effective, most of these situations that officers are dealing with are very gray, and they're split-second instantaneous. We want to be able to provide an option that in that gray situation, they have something that is so effective that they can trust their life with it. We know that it's safe on the other end because it's the most researched weapon in the world, right? You're roughly twice as likely to get injured playing a game of pickup basketball as getting tased. We believe that that TASER provides the officer an option to de-escalate the situation, stop a threat. It provides the subject on the other end a safe alternative to the other pieces, because even everything else on the officer's belt, right? A baton, hands, those are all still very, very rough means with high injury rates. TASER, out of everything on the belt, is the most effective and has the lowest injury rate.
Electricity is actually the mechanism of neuromuscular control. So right now my brain is sending electric signals down into the muscles of my forearm, and it's telling them how to move my fingers. What these devices do is we mimic those electric signals so that we can temporarily take away command and control, and we can stop you from doing what you're doing without me having to hurt the person on the other end. Self-defense and personal safety and security is one of our most basic needs, and I think we've underinvested in it, right? We need better technology than the same bullets we used to fight the Revolutionary War, and we can do it in a way that's more humane, that brings out the best in humanity, that says, to protect myself doesn't mean I have to hurt someone else.
So for me, people are grateful. They're grateful to have something else. They're grateful to have another option. There's nothing else out there that's as effective, yet has the least amount of after effects, right? Every other option is designed to cause some kind of pain, or kind of it's a lasting thing. People who have OC spray or pepper spray, you know, and the lasting effects and how long that lasts. This is so effective. It completely incapacitates the person, but is so safe and so, you know, effective that they're fine afterwards, which is kind of unheard of in the self-defense space.
I see it improving and evolving quite a bit over the next few years. Over the last couple of years, we've seen TASER sales increase by about 200%, and we see another record-breaking year ahead of us this year. So what we're really looking to bring to market is products that answer our customers' needs, which is really about keeping themselves safe and keeping their loved ones safe. And that means whether they're at home or whether they're out traveling. And that's where we're really a unique solution, because that we're lightweight, we're not a firearm, so you can bring our devices places that you can't bring a firearm. And there's generally less risk of having it with you. And so we're seeing a huge awakening really about the need to think about personal safety and self-defense for them and their families. And that's just creating an opportunity for us to give a better solution.
So in terms of production, we make about 1,000 TASER devices every single day. We also produce the ammunition for that device. We make about 20,000 of those units every single day. So very high volume. We use quite a bit of automated equipment. Again, we want to take out the inherent inconsistency in people, and we want to automate that, and so there's quite a bit of automation.
We're on a mission to make the bullet obsolete. We envision a world where people can protect themselves and no one has to make that most terrible decision to take another human life to do it.
Next up on Trending Today, are you ready for your dreams to find their home? This open house is filled with stunning properties, expert agents, and unparalleled service. This is the world of real estate excellence, brought to you by Remax. Whether buying, selling, or investing, Remax is your trusted partner every step of the way. Open the doors to endless possibilities with us and turn your real estate dreams into reality. Let's see what's trending with Remax.
Here we go!
Remax is an incredible success story. It started right here in Denver, Colorado 50 years ago by our co-founders Dave and Gail Leniger, and it revolutionized the real estate business. It was really combining a maximum commission concept with the highest level of professionalism that today has created the highest producing real estate agents, and it's a perfect combination to help buyers and sellers with what is the largest transaction that most people will go through in their lifetimes.
From systems and technology and support, there's so much that Remax brings to the table. Having the credibility of a global brand like Remax, unless you've been a part of Remax, I don't think you can possibly understand how valuable that is. It's significant. When you walk into a room and somebody sees the balloon on your chest, Nobody wonders what you do for a living, and that's powerful as a newer agent or as a broker owner.
In the United States and Canada, Remax is voted the most trusted real estate agent. And think about it, when you're dealing with your biggest asset, buying or selling a piece of property or your home, you want to trust the person that you're working with and have that trusted advisor. And it's that combination that continues to drive the growth of this company.
We have a culture of cooperation, a culture of professionalism, a network of people that love to share and help lift people up. So that, I believe, differentiates us from most others in our industry.
I'm Nick Bailey, President and CEO at Remax, and I'm trending today.
Here we go!
Travel with us to the Lone Star State, where we ignite this open-air adventure with Solo Stove. Encounter the magic of smokeless flames and efficient design crafted for simplicity and sustainability. From backyard bonfires to backcountry expeditions, Solo Stove redefines the art of outdoor cooking. Join the smokeless revolution and let every moment spark an adventure with Solo Stove.
Here we go!
The name Solo Stove came from this small ultralight backpacking stove called the original Solo Stove. Now it's called the Light, but it was a tiny stove, 4.3 ounces, and it was designed for ultralight backpackers to take and hike. It was really lightweight because you didn't have to pack any fuel in. You could just use twigs and sticks and leaves, and you could boil water in 6 to 8 minutes. Those ultralight backpackers very quickly fell in love with the stove and were like, could you make one slightly bigger where we could maybe cook for like 2 to 4 people? And so we came out with a larger one called the Titan. The Titan was made, and then that was really a day hike type product. And then that same customer base came back and said, what about car camping? Like, we're at the campsite, we're not going to be hiking at all. Could you make an even bigger one? And we came out with the Campfire.
Our customer is the mom who wants to set up an awesome fire for their kids to sit around. It's for the dad. It's for the backyard hero. It's for the survivalist who just wants to take our smallest camping stove, our Light, out on a hike or on a week-long trip. So it's anyone and everyone who enjoys and appreciates being outdoors and reconnecting to what matters most to them.
It means a lot to me working at Solo Stove. Solo Stove is an essential business where we take care of our customers. We provide the best quality products whatsoever, and just being a part of this team means everything to me each and every day.
We don't sell fire pits and stoves. What we sell are experiences and memories. And so this isn't about, you know, competing with another fire pit. We've all seen kind of the old bowl fire pit that has tons of smoke coming out of it. I don't even consider that a competitor. We compete with Disney, and we compete with these experiential brands that are out there that are providing opportunities for people to gather and make great memories. And what better way to do that than in your own backyard for a few $100s, have a product that you can create those memories over and over and over again. And that's exactly how we think about our brand.
The most important thing is being around the people that you love, that love you, and you have the opportunity to show and tell them that. That means so much to me. And with the pits and enjoying the stoves and the grills and the fire, the secondary smokeless pit, it just makes it even better. It just does.
Without every single individual, without our customers, without each individual customer telling their friends about it, without each individual here in our office working together well, we wouldn't be able to sustain that growth.
At the beginning, it was only a small warehouse. It was around 20,000 square feet, and we had only like one computer. After the first month, we saw the growth, so we started buying more equipment. We have right now 3 different warehouses. We have Utah, we have Pennsylvania, also we have Texas, that is the headquarters. So the growth is there, and we are buying equipment to be more efficient. You saw the conveyors. We have the conveyors in the 2 warehouses. Also, we have stretch run machines to make everything more efficient.
I think everybody, you know, we're such a rapidly growing team. We're all empowered to find something, even if it's not necessarily in your job description, just to find something. And if you've never done it before, learn it, figure it out, and then go. And, you know, they definitely support you.
It's awesome. Just the other day, I had some people
playing volleyball at my house, and it was a little cold, and my wife said, hey, should we start up a fire? And I said, yeah, I've only got about 10 minutes before I leave, but sure, I can do it. And so to be able to go out there and throw a couple logs on, start up a fire, and have it be roaring in 10 minutes, it's really amazing.
There's a lot of things you can buy, but you cannot buy time. And so as a brand, if we could give customers time back, we can give you more experiences. Our customers love that. From box to burn is what we say. From box to burn, in 5 minutes, you're in your backyard with a fire. We love our customers and we love our team internally. And when your brand is just built on the idea of love and goodness, and that's a big one for us, the word good. It's just we look for good people, we try to do good, we try to be good, and we try to launch good products. Good is kind of just inherent in who we are, and it's just awesome. It's just fun being a part of something that's good.
So many innovators are doing amazing things to steer us into the future.
And here at Trending Today, we would love to spotlight them all and platform the next big idea. So ask yourself,
are you trending today? Or do you know of any businesses or brands that fit the description? We would love to share their innovative journey. Visit the website at trendingtoday.com or send us an email at info@trendingtoday.com for more information on how to be featured.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date. We can't wait to see you next time on Trending Today.